Hey guys, it's Willow. I am back with a Willow 5 update. As you can see here, she has her full titanium team, and a lot has been going on for her in the last 2 weeks. So we're going to talk about her stats, also her time in the mine, and what she's been working on. So let's get started. As you can see here, her full team consists of Ascended and Mythical Titanium pets, and we're going to talk about why that is, why it's not Prodigious and Ascended. We're going to talk about that in just a little bit. So her full team here is 375k total damage, and previously in the previous video it was 228,000. So her last update video was just about 2 weeks ago, and she had gotten her 100 metallics so that the mine was unlocked. And when we unlocked the mine, the first thing we did was come over here and buy the Ascended egg so that we could generate Ascended. And so the first week of having mine access was spent 100% of the time just generating Ascended. Let me show you what that looks like. So for that first week, we generated the Ascended egg, which you can see also gives you mythical pets due to egg luck, and hatched when possible here at the Prodigious egg. I did not do anything with hunting metallics or mining the first week. It was all about building up my base. So here's why it was important to do that. As you can see right here on the side, through calcification, mythical pets here are being calcified and turned into stones without having to rebirth. So when you're able to generate the Ascended egg, it is a much faster process for them to turn into mythic stones. Now, because I was making stones so much faster by generating Ascended, I was able to finish the last remaining upgrade that I had here in the cave, and that was generation speed. So previously this was at 4.51 per second, and I was able to rather quickly finish this off and max it up to 5 per second. And that is what controls how fast your eggs generate along the bottom of the screen here. In addition to that, the stones allowed me to put some more towards metallic luck, which, even though I wasn't working on metallics at this time, this is going to be important later down the line when I start generating and hatching commons for common titaniums. Because once you're ready to mine for giants, the only way to get giants is by having the titanium version of that pet first. So metallic luck is going to become important once again once I start my metallic hunt back up again. But I was able to purchase the first pickaxe here to prepare for mining and also add to my strikes. So you can see I worked on a couple of these upgrades here that first week that I was producing stones. Now, another important thing to consider is shiny luck. I try to add to the shiny luck wall in the grotto whenever I can. Whenever I can afford it, I come and put, even if it's just 1 or 2 clicks on the wall, I am always trying to add to this. Shinies are so important in the game from start all the way up to mining for giants. The more shinies that you have means that your damage will be increasing because of polished metal. So polished metal means that your metallic pets get a damage multiplier based on the number of shiny skins for that pet. So that kind of brings us then into what I wanted to talk to you about as far as why my team consists of Ascended and Mythical instead of Prodigious and Ascended. So if you look at my shiny score, you will see here that the number of shiny skins is greater for Ascended and Mythical. Now when you are first starting out, you're going to get to a point where you're able to generate and hatch Prodigious and maintain that without losing gold. And so you're going to naturally collect the most shiny skins of Prodigious and Ascended. So your full team, your best team with the most amount of damage because of polished metal, is going to be Prodigious and Ascended Titaniums. That is the same for everyone. It's always going to be that way. But now that we have the ability to get into the mine and purchase the Ascended Egg, what happens is the sooner that you start generating the Ascended Egg, the faster you're going to see this shift. And you're going to find that Ascended will surpass Prodigious as having your most shiny skins. Later down the line, once you're able to increase the amount of egg luck that you have, you will see this shift again, and eventually your mythical pets will actually have the most shiny skins. That's going to be later down the line. So that first week that I was generating Ascended, it allowed the Ascended to surpass the Prodigious as far as shiny skins, and it is now what made Ascended and Mythical become my strongest team instead of Prodigious and Ascended. The third reason why it was important for you to consider generating Ascended once you're in the mine for at least that first week is because it increases your pet score very quickly. Much faster than if you were generating commons or if you were still generating Prodigious. So you can see here my pet score is currently at 4 million, and in the previous video it was at 1.5 million. So that has more than doubled, and also my shiny score in the previous video was 668,000, and so that has actually doubled. So generating Ascended increases your pet score. Keeping your pet score increasing is important because of Expert's Luck. So Expert's Luck, which is located here in the Rebirth Cave, is a shiny luck multiplier based on your total pet score. So it's important to keep your pet score increasing so that you can get this shiny luck multiplier. Then over here you'll find Glittering Gold, and that's a gold multiplier based on your shiny score. So you can see that everything in the game works together, and it's very important when you're trying to build yourself up as a strong player that you work on all of these things so that you can keep everything balanced and everything moving forward. So I also want to mention again my method on how I got into the mine quickly and why I did it the way I did. And always remember that my methods are my methods, and I am not saying that they are the correct way to play the game. There is no right or wrong way to play, but I always want to share my decisions with you and tell you why I make them. So once I had gotten an almost full titanium team, I switched to generating legendary. And I did this for 3 reasons. The first reason was it gave me a bigger bucket of metallic possibilities. Generating and hatching legendary gave me 24 pets times 5 metallic possibilities, and so I was able to get into the mine a lot quicker because I was then getting metallics much faster. The second reason I chose legendary was that it was still giving me a decent number of stones. And the third reason is it kept my shiny score and pet score increasing more so than if I had chosen to generate commons during that time. So for that first week, I still had not hatched or generated any common eggs, but that was about to change. So after a week of working on stones, my gold had increased to around 1 billion per second, maybe a little bit less, and I decided at that time that I was going to try mining the egg for stones. This is something that you can do once you have gotten your gold up to about 1 billion per second, and the reason that's the goal is because it costs 1 billion per strike on the egg right here. So you want to make sure that you can at least maintain that and that you're not mining and losing gold. If you do decide that you're going to mine for gold, you also have the option to turn on this lever, which is going to give you more stones. But just keep in mind this is going to change the cost now to 2 billion per strike. So again, you have to consider if you're going to be able to mine at that rate. You may be able to maintain that for a little while, but you may have to come back here and turn this off at some point if you're losing gold or you have run out. Also, another thing to consider is once you're in the mine, you're most likely going to be switching back and forth between 2 different things. You're going to be hunting for metallics, or you're going to be generating ascended and trying to get stones to build up your upgrades. You can do this any way that you choose. You can split the day, do 12 hours and 12 hours. You could do a full day of one thing and a full day of another thing. Whatever you feel is best for you. There is no wrong or right way. But keep in mind, when you do that, you have to change your lab. So right now you'll see with Willow 5, we have her heavy on hunting metallics. So we have metallic luck and clone luck. These are 2 important things that you want to have selected when you're trying for metallics. But if you decide that you're going to go for stones and you're going to generate ascended, then you want to go heavy on egg luck and calcify. So just pretending here that we had changed our lab page to go for stones. So you can see here that 1 to 2 stones will pop out each time that I strike the egg. And this is going to give me stones here that I can use to purchase upgrades, but it's also going to be increasing my pet score, and I'm going to show you how and why. There is one very important thing that you want to do once you're in the mine and are ready to start mining for stones. Now, mining for stones is different than mining for giants, okay? So keep that in mind. You're going to have, in my mind, I'm thinking probably like 3 different phases. So phase 1 would be just generating ascended and hatching prodigious, building up that strong base, collecting stones. Phase number 2 is going to be mining for stones while you're either generating ascended for stones or generating commons for titaniums. And then phase 3 is going to be once you have a decent amount of common titaniums, and you also have increased your upgrades, your strike luck, your giant luck, and your mining speed, and you're ready to start mining for giants. So those are the 3 phases that you're going to go through once you have gained access into the mine. So once you're in phase 2 where you're mining for stones, this is what is going to be important right here. Fossil record. This costs 100,000 stones, 100k, and this is +1 pet score for each mined mythic stone. So this is saying that every time you strike one of the eggs in the mine and stones come out of it, those stones are earning you +1 pet score. And remember that why is that important? Because you get a shiny luck multiplier based on your total pet score. Okay, now one other thing that you want to keep in mind is, and I learned this the hard way because I completely forgot about this, you can't just come running in here and buy fossil record unless you have all of these things unlocked. Okay, so a lot of times bonus discovery luck is kind of left behind. It's the last thing that you'll probably consider purchasing. It costs 10,000 stones per upgrade and can be upgraded 25 times. Really what this does is it just discovers a new pet, so it's useful when you're rebirthing. It'll make your rebirthing go a little bit faster, but it really doesn't serve really any other purpose besides that. But you're forced to purchase this and upgrade it the full 25% before you can even purchase fossil record. Okay, so I still recommend that you do this because in the long run, fossil record is going to be beneficial to you in the game. Okay, so right now I would say that Willow 5 is in phase 2. So she is going to either be mining the egg for stones, remember to change your lab, or she will be trying for common metallics. So once Willow 5 reached week 2 of having access to the mine, I made a decision that I was ready to start trying for common metallics. The other thing that I was considering was my collector score. So collector score 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, etc. These are progressive stages that you're going to be moving through. So you can see here that Willow 5 is at 201 metallics out of 300. I need to get to 300 metallics to get to level 0.6. And a benefit of advancing your collector score is that you get additional research points for your lab. So you can see this task right here, reach a collector score of 0.6. I will get 3 additional lab potions or research points once I reach 0.6 collector score. So that actually shifted and became my focus now for 2 reasons. Reason number 1 being I want to get to 0.6 collector score, and reason number 2, I want to start getting common metallics so that I can get common titaniums, so that I can perhaps in a few weeks to a few months start mining for common giants. So as you can see here, she is doing very well on her common metallics. In fact, the first day that I started my metallic hunt for commons, in a 24-hour period, I got 17 common metallics. 3 of those I think were clones, but it went very fast that first day, most likely because there was such a large bucket to pull from because I didn't have any to start with. So it has been pretty steady. You know, I've been getting a decent amount every day, and I actually have 1 titanium so far. You can see I also have a couple obsidian that could change any moment. So with metallics, in case you're not familiar, a pet will turn metallic in 5 different stages. So you have chrome, gold, diamond, obsidian, and titanium. So this same pet can become a metallic 5 times, and each time it gets metallic luck, it will change to the next level. So I disabled egg luck, which what that does is it just makes the egg type that you're going for generate instead of it having the opportunity to hatch as the rarity above. It's just going to hatch common eggs, as you see here, instead of it being a combination of common and uncommon. This just gives you a higher chance because you are more precise in generating strictly just common. So I've been spending a lot of time, probably the past 4 or 5 days I've spent just generating and hatching common eggs, going for metallics. Oh, there we go. We just got an uncommon. So you can see this is actually really great that this happened, because what this shows you is that even though I was strictly generating common eggs, I still got an uncommon metallic. Reason is because of fusing. So you see here on the side that these common pets are fusing into uncommon and higher. That is why that was possible. So that means that we now have 202. We just need 98 more to get to our goal of 300. So once I get to 300, I think probably at that point, I'm going to switch back to Ascended. Hopefully by that time, I'll have a decent amount of common titaniums, and then we will begin mining the giant egg and trying for common giants. I also want to give a shout out to some of the friends here in my server that are just doing an amazing job. You can see we have quite a few friends that have completed their Shiny Giant Index. My friend Key just needs one more. We're hoping that she'll get it overnight tonight. She will then have completed her Shiny Giant Index. And my friend Philly, just overnight, last night actually, she found her last titanium. So she has her metallic score of 1200. We're so proud of her, and a lot of others that are working their way up. So everyone has been doing an amazing job. And Willow too, who is not currently in the server, she's getting rather close. She needs about 20 more metallics until she will get to her 1200. So I'm looking forward to that. Alright guys, so that's gonna do it. I hope that this was informative for you and that it was helpful. Please, again, keep in mind that I am not saying that this is how you should play the game. This is just how I play the game. I make a lot of decisions spur of the moment. I will plan out everything well in advance, and then I'll change my mind in the moment because I'll decide, you know what, I think this is going to work better. So that is just how I play. You know, please never take this as rule. It is not. But if you can even take just one piece of this video and find it useful, then I'm very glad for that. So thank you all for watching. I want to shout out to my subscribers. As always, I appreciate you all so much. Thank you very much. I hope you all have a great weekend. Enjoy the 2x gold that'll be coming up starting on Friday. And I will see you all in the next video.